we offered to give Alòba 25%, but you need to ask yourself, 25% of what? It was actually 20%, but Alòba twisted our arms to 25%. You can go and confirm with David Fadile, his lawyer. Baba told that offering Joseph Alòba 25% was wrong. I agree with you, because it's foundation money. It's not Mohbad's money. It's not Joseph Alòba money. It's our own money from everything that we do. Just because we felt sorry for him and we discovered that he may not be able to go back to work as a carpenter, but we were going to engage him to go and start making speeches all over the world. No, please don't interrupt me, please. I beg you. If Joseph Alòba to go to seminars to talk about how women abuse men, and it's only when women abuse and when men abuse women that everybody cry. But here we have a boy that we suspect was killed by a woman. So we were going to use Joseph Alòba as a face to fight for men rights, for men. And us was going to Alòba if we organize a seminar in Belgium, in Houston, in London. If we organize those seminars where he becomes the poster child for men advocacy, we would give him 25% of whatever we make from those seminars, those engagements. That was why we offered him 20. It was actually 20%. But Joseph Alòba told his lawyer to change it to 25. For those who have the MOU, go and look at the bottom. If you look at the bottom of the MOU, you will see where it was scratched out. There was a scratch. In his greediness, he was not going to give us 1 naira to organize anything. We use our money, foundation money, members' money. We do whatever we do, and he just sits down, and we call him and say, Baba, come here. Come and talk here, or go and speak here. And we give him 20%, but he said no. He wanted 25. Actually, he started with more than that. So, for you to say that I'm wrong, you need to understand the engagement. It was not for Mohbad's money. It was not for his own money, not for his music. It's for anything that we do. Like we were going to do we were going to create the museum. We will pay workers. We will do promotion. We will staff it. We will equip it with all of Mohbad's music video and t-shirts and clothes and memorabilia. And if we sold anything, we were going to give Alòba that percentage. He would come to the museum, speak to people, shake people's hand, give advice as a good father. Because at that time we thought he raised a good son. So he would come and talk to people on how he survived raising Mohbad. Those were the plans that we had. And that was what we were going to give him that percentage for. So that's that. So for those of you who are saying that it is too much or that we were wrong, please understand the logistics that was involved. Now, back to this woman that lied. This woman that came up. We as a people, we need to stop this nonsense. We need to stop spoiling people's name. We need to stop saying things that we don't know because we want to be heard. It is not by force for you to come up and speak. But if you must speak, speak the truth and help people's life. Don't come up and lie on people. I have been in business before Mohbad was born. I have been in business since 1986. I used to act in Mirror in the Sun. Mirror in the Sun. Some of you were not born yet when Mirror in the Sun was running on NTA, national TV, during the days of Cockroach at Dawn. And you're sitting up here lying on me because you have Android phone. I have over 200 people working for me. Just because we're on Black app doesn't mean you have the right to come up with stories against me. Now, let's go to the DNA factor. This woman just lied, and she's not the only one perpetrating that lie. I've heard people say this lie several times, that I told Wunmi not to do DNA. Why would I tell Wunmi not to do DNA? Joseph Alòba today, I still have his back. I asked Veron not to be telling. I was the singular person who told Veron, Mama, sọ fún bàbá yẹn pé wàá fún ní 40 reset. Call Veron and ask him. That Veron stop using Baba Mohbad, màá fún ní 40 reset. Because I told him, respect this man. Now, Alòba, I'm older than him. Ìmọ̀ àti Alòba à ń ṣẹgbẹ́. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀wọ́n tẹ̀yìn ń pọ́nlé, Alòba tẹ̀yìn ń pè ní bàbá, ọmọdé ni lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tèmi. In every ramification, in every sphere of life. So ọ̀wọ́n tẹ̀yìn ń pọ́nlé tẹ̀yìn ń pè ní bàbá, ọmọdé ni wọ́n lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tèmi. But I still have his back till tomorrow. And the reason tomorrow I would still defend Alòba in spite of all the things he has done wrong. Do you know why? Because I'm older than him. We're in the same generation. I know what it feels to lose somebody. And I know how they were trying to stone him when they were trying to make him the criminal in this case. I am one of the founding people who stood by Alòba day and night, 3-4 hours on Westo, on AJ, on Veron, on different platforms. I was defending Alòba. Did anybody pay me? No. Because I saw a man that was being set up, that he had something to do with the death of the son. Now, why were people suspecting him? He collected 4 million. He buried the boy immediately. Why did he do it at night? I looked at those as common mistake. Okwofo. Yes. Even as I am, my little sister passed away. I'm not entitled to anything from her because I'm older than her. So I know the tradition. And I decided to go to Nigeria to help Joseph Alòba. Did any of you buy my plane ticket? No. I arrived in Nigeria the same day, around 6 a.m. at the airport, and went straight to the airport, just changing clothes at home. I went straight to the courthouse. I went straight to the courthouse. From the courthouse, I went to Alòba's house. And he received me with cocoa. I paid for the beer. I paid for the cake. Call Perkins. Perkins La Ronche. To courthouse. That was the day they had a strike. And the court did not open. But nobody was sure if the court was going to open or not. So as you can see, we had no plans of going to Alòba's house. I went to court to represent Mohbad, to stand for Mohbad. Now, when the court did not open, Disturbing TikTok saw me there. Baba, Perkins saw me there. Everybody, we greeted and all that. Those who wanted to hustle for money, I gave change left and right, and took back 5,000, back 5, and took back 2. Then we went to Baba's house. I went to Baba's house. When we arrived at Baba's house, we barred everybody from entering. It was now a meeting. First time I was meeting Alòba, I just came from abroad. The lawyer was there. My investigator was there. My PA in Nigeria was there. One boy called Smart, Baba's PA, was there. and Baba. So I think it was 5 of us that had the meeting. It was during the meeting we discovered that it was David Fadley's birthday that same day. So as a visitor, they asked me, Kile Mamu Baba. I love trophy when I go to Nigeria. I drink trophy and I drink Smirnoff Ice. But there's someone pay trophy in the Mamu. I gave them money to go and buy trophy. And I think it was Perkins, if I remember correctly, that offered to buy the cake to celebrate the birthday of David Fadley. I paid for the trophy. But I think because Perkins knew the area, so whether I gave them money or he took his money, I'm not sure, but somehow Perkins was the one that delivered cake. Now, whether before cake or after cake, somebody came up with cocoa. Now, what is cocoa, Paprano? Cocoa is this thing like plantain chips, but Nigerian version. They sell it on the streets. If you're driving, you see all these women, they put it on their head, they tie it in nylon bag.
Yeah, but he said Coco Timo Din, Timo Fe Jemo Din, he fried it.
They trailed us to Baba's house because I didn't want anybody. If you can ask Disturbing TikTok. I even told Disturbing TikTok when I gave him money that day, I said, listen, keep everybody behind. I don't want anybody to follow me. Because everywhere I go in Nigeria, people always Twale Baba, Twale Baba. Before you know it, Paprano, you spend 100K to strangers that you don't know. So I gave a Disturbing TikTok his own, codedly, and I told him, please be my guide. Shield everybody from following me. I even parked my vehicle in the front so that they won't see me when I get in the car. So I now went in the car and drove off. I didn't know that these people already know Baba's house. So
no, Baba said Okada lo gbe wa, moto le mi gbe wa.
No, gbàgbé gbogbo ro yẹn Paprano, te studio ni mo gbé ọ̀kadà lọ. Studio ni mo gbé ọ̀kadà lọ. Paprano, studio ni mo gbé ọ̀kadà lọ. Ọ̀kadà tí mo dẹ̀ gbé, ojú ọ̀nà ni mo ti gbé ọ̀kadà torí ọ̀nà studio láti snẹ́, ọ̀nà yẹn ò dá. Àwa park sí main road Abẹ́òkúta express road. Mo wá gbé ọ̀kadà lọ. Actor, ọjọ́ yẹn, ó dà pé a ti mu beer or a ti jẹ kéèkì tán. Ìgbà tá ti aláwọn Westo àtàwọn Bíntíláyé tá ti wá sílẹ̀kùn torí a ti parí meeting. Sorry, let me speak English. So I think after the beer and the no, they came and joined us. But the bottom line is this: they offered us cocoa, and I told them I don't like it because for me the thing is tasteless. It has no taste to me. So they said, eat now. You know, they offered everybody. So I took maybe 3 or 5 pieces, and I swallowed 2. And when we went outside, I gave the other 3 pieces to other people, whether it was Westo or Bintilayo. I gave it away because it's not something that I like. That I just indulged, just as a guest. That was all about cocoa. And it was offered. It was offered to all of us. So, for this issue of this woman lying now, that I said that Wunmi should not do DNA. On what basis? On what merit? I went on, what is her name show? Yeye Kudi. And Yeye was trying to twist the interview. And I think that's where they were coming up with their false narrative. The same me that offered 10 million, the same me that has done video, the same me that has gone all over saying, let me tell you, do you know Baba Mohbad would have buried Mohbad? Do you know that? Most of you don't know shit, and you come up here to talk. I was the first person that called Baba and said, no DNA, no burial. And he said, Motigbo. I was the one who told him no DNA, no burial, and I immediately went on my social media and posted the video, no DNA, no burial. It was the same me that made Prime Boy to come to court. African TV. It was me that told David Fadley, we need to bring Prime Boy to court. For those who were in the court that day, the first day I went to court. It was the same me that said, go and check Mohbad's body for any visible scars. It was the same me that said, we need to see the nurse. And half of you that you sit behind your phone, you just pick up lies and you promote lies. See, Joseph Alòba, have you been to the inquest? So before you speak about African TV, go get sense. And all of you that think that African TV will be removed from justice for Mohbad, a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o. Mi ò tí ì ṣe nǹkan kan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe o. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ máa forí gbá ògiri. Ẹ máa fi orí gbá ògiri. Because justice for Mohbad, we just started. And let me tell you, Aqua Lounge, Ota, Idiroko Road, I will be there. I'm going to Nigeria this weekend. Come and meet me from the airport. Probably yala yainda.
wàá mú a máa gbóná mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ni àwọn olóṣèlú dáradá nǹkan tí ò kàn wọ́n ni wọ́n wá ń gbé sórí ẹ lọ tó máa ti ṣe tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wáyé má bàjẹ́ ni àwọn olófòrá dáradá òṣì torí pé wọ́n gentle fún yín ni ẹ ní lọ́ọ̀kì pé kì í ṣe Papa Ano lẹ́ ń bá deal